anyone would like to ask to the people who were on that trip?
I'm going to ask a question, and it's more so to the media. I'm hearing that the activists are actually being almost compelled to apologize for resisting on the boat or to actually defend themselves. Israel said that it acted in a way because it is at war with these people. These people were not necessarily Palestinian. These were British, American, Turkish, French, Irish, German, so on. Is Israel declaring war with all these people? Because as it stands, if it's declaring war with all those people, it's saying that these activists that were standing there were people who they're at war with. The stance that Israel is actually taking there, is it at war with all those countries? And that's the question I would want to ask, not only to the media, but also to the government abroad.
Thank you, and I think that will take quite a lot to answer. Yes.
From the Press Association, I'd just like to ask, I asked Teresa this yesterday, but if you wouldn't mind again, just in brief answers, would you all go back? Do you all have plans to rejoin another flotilla? And if so, very briefly, why?
Teresa?
Yes, definitely. I mean, while our governments aren't taking responsibility for bringing Israel into check, for making sure that the people of Gaza, the people of the West Bank are being allowed to live as human beings with the civil rights that we all take for granted. I think us normal people have to keep reaching out to the normal people of Palestine. I mean, we deal with the NGOs on the ground, we deal with the mental health programme, we deal with various different hospitals, the children's groups, and if we don't, then these people just feel forgotten, they feel abandoned, and they feel hopeless, basically. And for as long as, I mean, I'm deeply ashamed of the way that our Western governments haven't taken action, I mean, in South Africa they took sanctions, but eventually, Israel needs to have the message of sanctions until if you don't allow the Palestinian people to live with the good human rights and respect that everybody has the right to expect in life, then we shall have sanctions against you. But until our governments start taking responsibility for that, us normal people have to do it, and I'll definitely be back.
Thank you.
Yes, regarding this convoy, I'm as Justice for Palestine, Centre in Scotland or in UK. We are in the process of having 2 convoys. We are already proceed with it. We are in search of a big cargo vessel to buy it from Scotland, or anywhere we can buy one, and to have a convoy to go through Egypt, through Rafah. And definitely our convoys will carry on moving through the sea, through the land, and even soon we'll be using aircraft till the siege has been lifted on Gaza, and even till Palestine become independent state, and the Palestinian people has been invited to Palestinian people have the right to go back to their homelands according to international United Nations regulations 192, and therefore we will keep moving till we go back to Palestine. So the convoys will carry on moving non-stop.
Of course, even after everything that I've been through, I'd still go back again for 2 reasons. Firstly, my mission was not done. I set out from Dundee to go deliver the aid that we collected in Dundee and in Scotland to deliver it to these people. Now, it's not reached them, so my mission's not complete. And secondly, I have 6 aunties there that I've never seen in my life. I've got cousins there that I've never seen, and I will go there to see them. And I will continue trying to go there until the siege is broken.
Thank you. Anyone from the media, or we just take one final comment from the back?
Most of the British media reported that there's only 9 people died, 8 being Filipino, 1 being American. Yeah, we hear different stories from the people that are actually there. What is the actual truth? How many actually did die, and why is the British media hiding the fact that there were more than 9 that died?
This is a supplementary question. There's a Turkish survivor is quoted today in the media as saying that he personally saw 4 wounded passengers being thrown overboard. It's not corroborated. Could the witnesses comment on that?
Can any of witnesses have seen?
The final figure I managed to do through organization communications, some people has told me there's nearly 22 people has been murdered by the Israeli, but the final figure we are sure of is 19 activists has been assassinated by the Israelis. To prove to that, a minute ago, Al Jazeera has broadcasted their website. One of my colleagues, well, he was one of the activists, it is the German MP, Anga Hager. She is confirmed today at the Al Jazeera News, there's 19 people has been killed on board the Flotilla. So I know that's for a fact. And even this morning I had a phone call from a colleague who was with me in the Challenger 1 and Challenger 2. He is in charge of the delegation who joined the Flotilla from Norway. He was along with Marmara. I left him there before I moved to the 8,000 ship. He phoned me this morning to confirm, believe me Hassan, I have seen so many dead bodies they never accounted for. And even when they came to our deck or to our floor in the ship, so many people, which is one was sleeping alongside us, he was one of the Indonesian delegation, they came just to speak to him. He was standing and out of the blue, 32 bullets, they shot him in his body and he was dead at the spot. In front of our Norwegian, in charge of the delegation from Norway, is Nidal Hijazi, the name of the gentleman. After he was injured, I sent him an email, and he's in good health, he's absolutely fine, and he was speaking to me today. So therefore, I am positive there is 19 activists has been assassinated or been murdered by the Israeli at this mission.
Thank you. And being on that ship, how many bodies did you count helping with injury?
Dead, there was 5. But when we left the ship, and then when later on, all of a sudden it was, the numbers were saying 9, it was going 19, it was incredible.
You counted for 5?
I seen for 5 before I left the ship, and they probably did do it, because they were taking their time with the wounded themselves, taking them out, and even the ones that were wounded, because they were recording everything and laughing. Like when they had us chained up, they were walking around laughing, and you could kind of just a little bit make out what they're trying to say. The point of like, yeah, that was me. Like today, you can read in the paper, I read it on my way here, that the person who killed 6 of the people that were dead is getting a medal.
The Israeli soldier, he was actually rewarded a medal for killing 6 activists.
Okay, I'm sorry we've got to bring this press conference to an end, but thank you all for coming here today, and hopefully you'll be hearing more of the stories over the next few days.